Have you noticed a pen always stops working at the worst possible moment, usually during the exams, or suddenly leaks and permanently destroys your shirt pocket? Which is strange because inside this 10 rupees object is engineering so precise that a defect smaller than a dust can ruin the entire pen, and somehow factories manufacture millions of these every single day. So what's actually happening inside a pen? Let's take an example of ball pens. Everything begins with these tiny plastic pallets. But these balls are not why it is called ball pen. We'll come to that. These plastic pallets look completely useless, like fish food. But inside the factories, these pallets are heated, they melt into liquid plastic, and then they are injected into metal molds at extremely high pressure. And seconds later, perfect pen parts starts popping out from the injection molding machine. The cap, the body, the grip, again and again, thousands every hour. Now comes the difficult part, the ink, because pen ink has an almost impossible job to do. It must flow smoothly but also dry quickly. It should not leak, but it should not clog also. It should survive the heat, and it still has to work years later. If it is too thick, the pen stops writing. If it is too thin, your pocket becomes modern art. So factories carefully engineer the ink using dyes, solvent, lubricants, and chemical mixed in precise ratio. What looks simple is actually chemistry behaving perfectly under pressure. Now look closely at the tip of the pen. You see that tiny metal ball? This microscopic sphere is literally the reason your pen works. So what happens is, as you write, this ball will rotate on the paper, and this ball will transfer the ink from backside, that is the refill, onto the paper. Simple idea, right? But it is extremely difficult to manufacture, because this tiny ball must fit almost perfectly. If it is too loose, the pen will leak. If it is too tight, the ink stops flowing. It will just block that hole, meaning your entire experience depends on this metal ball smaller than a seed, whether it is fitting perfectly or not. Some factories produce more pen in a day than the entire town can consume in a year. Factories test leakage, ink flow, writing, smoothness, and durability. Some machines literally scribble continuously on paper all day long just to test pens. Imagine this being your full-time profession, professional pen tester. So next time you use a pen, pause for a second, because behind this tiny object is a system so precise that one microscopic metal ball decides whether the pen writes smoothly or it ruins your entire shirt pocket. And somehow humans figured out how to mass produce billions of them cheaply enough to throw them around casually. Civilization isn't just rockets and skyscrapers, it is also tiny inventions like this, objects so well designed we almost forget how difficult they were to create in the first place. Subscribe for more videos about hidden engineering, manufacturing, and systems secretly running our modern world.